as promised, this module is all about you. No, it really is all about you. Now, let me ask you a question. Did that statement bother you or did it excite you? What kind of emotion did this invoke? What kind of thought process are you thinking about from thinking that it's all about you? Are you the type of person that needs to plan everything out? Well, let me tell you, in business, you can't plan for everything. You can plan contingencies, you can have budgets, you can also have safety stock, but let me tell you, you can't plan everything. Now, on the other side of that, are you the type of person that doesn't like to plan anything? Now, I'm going to give you some advice right now. Get a bookkeeper. You're not going to keep good records. You're not going to have good notes. And this is going to affect everything that you do building a business. Now, that's going to be everything from not paying your bills on time, to not paying suppliers, to forgetting to just do the regular things that a person that likes to plan will do. Keep that in mind moving forward when starting your business. It's very important for you to know how you work. But what I want to do is be able to give you some solid advice to help you think through some of these processes that are going to be able to help you be a better business owner. Some of the things that are going to help you drive your business forward or even help you grow your business in a way that you never thought possible. Let me give you a simple strategy on how to be able to communicate with people when you need to get something done. A lot of people communicate by a phone call or even an email without thinking things through before. What I would say is write it out before you send it, think about the details that you want, and read it back to yourself. One of the best practices that I always suggest is when you're doing a phone call for a follow-up, you ask the person that you're working with to repeat back everything that you need done. You can say it to them, but you don't really know or understand if they heard exactly what you said until they repeat it back to you. If someone tells you something, does it sound the same way you said it? I've learned over the years that it's very hard for people to understand your vision without you hearing it back. Now, that can be as simple as an email. There's a lot of information that you can find out by asking questions and letting other people tell you their point of view or how they would do something differently than the details that you've given them. Now, I'm going to give you some of the most solid business advice you're ever going to get. Don't listen to everyone. Now, you can take their advice, listen to them, but don't enact things that you don't feel strongly about. That doesn't mean they're not going to have valuable or helpful information, but listen. Do not follow exactly what somebody else says. Now, let me tell you, the other part of not listening to people, I hear from a lot of business owners that just start off that were told they weren't able to do things, they weren't good enough, they weren't smart enough. So many different barriers that made those people stop. So many people succeed because they were told they weren't good enough, they weren't smart enough, they weren't able to do something. Now, let me tell you, from my experience, the people that succeed are motivated, and not only motivated, they're driven. Now, in closing, I just want to give you some simple advice. Listen to what people say, take their advice, write down the details that you like, move forward with your thought process in building this business, but don't let people throw you off your course. You're in this to build a business. You can't act on your vision without having other people. So communicating with them effectively and being able to talk to people in a way that they're going to be able to respond, understand, and even move forward with actionable items is going to be very important for you to learn right away. It's also something good for you to think about, but also something to be reminded of for the future. Now, these are just some of the strategies that I've learned over the years and some of the thought processes, really driving forward with my strengths and what I'm good at and finding people that have other strengths that I don't have to be able to build my business. And in the next module, you're going to learn about one of my favorite things that I've learned in the last couple of years about building with your strengths.